Today we're going to look at a new plugin that claims that it can take extraneous noise from your room and completely eliminate it by turning a little dial. Let's see if it can. Alright, the program is called Clarity VX, and it's by Waves Audio, and it's under 30 bucks, well, on sale. Everything at Waves Audio is super overpriced and then on sale, so there's always a sale at Waves. Never pay retail at Waves Audio. And it's pretty simple. It has one little knob, and you just turn it and reduce the noise, because it claims to have AI, whatever AI means. It is pretty amazing, but like all things, it's not perfect. For example, it can reduce some of the hum that's in this room quite easily and doesn't really affect the voice. But if you have something that's pretty loud, let's say a drill or something, and it's going on in the background, well, you can reduce it. But as you can tell, as I'm speaking, it's affecting my voice. You can hear that parts of my voice are being taken out of this as I am having the sound so close. And the closer it gets to the microphone, and the louder that it is, the harder it is for it to pull out my voice without affecting it. Now, does this mean this is a horrible plugin? No, it just means that normally you would never stand here and do your vlog by saying, "Hi, this is Mark Arnett, and welcome to Storybabble. Today we are going to talk about," you would never do that. These type of plugins aren't new. Being able to pull out extraneous noise has been around for a while. Isotope makes some fantastic plugins in their RX series that will take out room noise and different things, and they are great. But I will have to admit that this is the simplest, easiest, and seems to be the most effective way to get extraneous noise out of your video. All right, so I'm out in the desert, and you can hear that I'm far away from the traffic. There's no traffic noise or city noise. I'm just here in the desert, which is a lie, because I'm actually here in the city. And you can see that right here behind me that there's a lot of cars, and there is a lot of traffic noise out here. And I'm not loud or anything. I'm speaking into a microphone that's about 3 feet away from me at this point in time. So there is a lot of traffic noise to take out. But Clarity VX can do that, because all you do is you turn it. Now, if you were in this situation, would you really want to take out the traffic noise? I would say no, because if there's cars behind you, you're going to want to hear those make noise, because I mean, how silly is it for these cars to be going by and you not be able to hear them? But what you want to do, perhaps, is to turn it down, and Clarity VX will do that very, very well. Or if you're back over here and you're filming something and you're having trouble with a car that drives by, or sometimes when you're in a scene and the plane goes on overhead, you can cut all of that out with Clarity VX. It's amazing. So as a content creator, what you really need out of a plugin is the ability to pull out a few extraneous noises here and there, but mostly it's room tone. Now here's the room tone here. I've turned the fan up so that I can get some. I do have some sound blankets up here, so I'm cutting down quite a bit of the sound already in the studio, but there is some sound, and I've turned it up as loud as I can go. Can you hear it? If you can't hear it, I'll tell you what, I'll boost it way up. Ready? Here we go. Okay, so that's the room noise. Now, I can't talk and have that room noise up, because if I boost that up loud enough for you to be able to hear it, well, then I will be way too loud. But know that there's some room noise there. And now let's apply the plugin. This is it without Clarity VX. And now we'll turn the dial. There you go. Okay. Maybe you can't hear the difference, so I'm going to do it again, only this time I'm going to crank the room tone way up. So here's the room tone cranked way up. And now I'm going to do the same thing, only I've applied Clarity VX. Alright, that's pretty amazing. Now, Waves does have a pro version that gives you a little bit more control than that, and it's called Clarity Pro. Now in Clarity Pro, you're able to hit the advanced features and divide up the highs and the lows into different areas that you can actually move those areas around. And then you can decide how much of the processing to apply in specific frequencies of your audio. And this is very helpful. It also has this interesting feature where you can click this little delta button here and it will give you the opposite. So let's press that here for a little bit. Only hearing the room noise that's cutting out. So as we turn back on these little delta symbols, you'll hear my voice again. And that's kind of interesting because what happens is you're hearing what's being cut out of those frequencies. I wish there was a global button for that, or you can just press the button and see them all, or maybe there is one and I don't know where it is. You can also solo each one to find out what you're hearing in each one of these areas of EQ, and you can also bypass the processing in that area completely. Now, the Pro version is almost 10 times more money than the VX version, and it does have a couple other advantages. For example, you can actually turn the dial the other way and take out all of the audio. So right now, I'm speaking, and you dial it back the other way, and you can tell that my lips are moving, but all you're really hearing is the room tone at that point. Now, hopefully there'll be some other sound there. So let's make another sound. So this is my sound. I got my little sound going over here. Don't want to make it too loud for this demonstration, but I got a little noise going over here on the side. Then I can dial it so that I only get the noise. But the noise is the only thing that's coming through. Now, when would you want that? When would you want to take out voice? Well, if you've got a crowd of people and you're taking the audience noise, and there's a couple of people that are close to the microphone who are talking quite a bit, you can attenuate them down and take them down into the mix. And so that would be one example that I can think of. So if that's something that interests you, then you're going to need the Pro version and you're going to need to spring for the extra money. So here's my advice. My advice would be not to buy the Pro version, and save that until you have a project where suddenly your Clarity VX version doesn't work for you and you want to see if this Pro version will solve your problem. You can download a 7-day free trial from Waves at that time, and you will have 7 days to solve your problems. If it solves your problems, you might want to pony up the money for the Waves plugin. If it doesn't solve your problems, well, you're going to have to find some other way to solve your problems, and you didn't waste the money thinking that maybe this Pro version might be able to help you. Now, you might be ready to buy this program right now because, let's face it, it's easy to use. Content creators love that. You slap it on, you dial back the noise, all is good, it's beautiful, but there is a catch, and that is if you're on an M1 Mac, you're going to have a few problems for now. Wave says that it's working on an M1 compatible plugin, but it's not going to work right now. So if you're watching this video in the future, maybe they've fixed that and maybe it is now M1 compatible. And if it is, I'll put a link over here to a video that will explain that to you. So you can know by just seeing if there's nothing up there, well then one of two things happen. One, they haven't fixed it yet, or two, I'm too lazy to have made another video about the fix. Sorry about that. So I was just getting ready to upload this to YouTube when Final Cut came out with an update. And they included voice isolation. And it's not even a plugin. It's just built right into the system and right into the inspector. And all you do is click on the button and there's a little slider. Very similar to Clarity VX. Let's see how that stacks up. Well, first of all, let's start with room tone. Got my room tone going again. Now I'm going to raise that 12 dB, so if you're in your car or something, you can't hear it. Maybe you'll be able to hear it then. Okay, pretty noticeable room tone. And now let's see what voice isolation does to it. Ready? Here we go. Okay, that's pretty impressive. Voice isolation is every bit as impressive as Clarity VX on room noise, and it's built right in. But room noise isn't the only problem you're going to have. Let's try the drill test, okay? So I've got the drill here. I'm going to apply it to at 50%, which is the standard. And, well, you can still hear it, but, you can do that with Clarity VX as well. Now I'm going to turn it all the way up to 100. And this is where it gets a little, this is where I say Clarity VX is better, because this is pretty garbled. And Clarity VX does a better job. Now, Clarity VX does garble the video a little bit, and we saw that. Even in the test that I ran, I probably pushed it a little too much. So neither are completely perfect. But if you're really trying to get a noise out, then I think that Clarity VX might be a tool that would be better in certain circumstances. Well, let's try this, the blow dryer test. Can it get rid of this? Well, the blow dryer is being taken out if we bump it all the way to 100%. but I think you can hear it's pretty garbled. It's not really keeping my voice. And just for fun, I'm going to run a little test out in the desert. I'm going to use that same clip, and I'm going to apply voice isolation instead of Clarity VX and see how that goes. All right, so I'm out in the desert, and you can hear that I'm far away from the traffic. There's no traffic noise or city noise. I'm just here in the desert, which is a lie because I'm actually here in the city. And you can see that right here behind me that there's a lot of cars, and there is a lot of traffic noise out here. And I'm not laved or anything. I'm speaking into a microphone that's about 3 feet away from me at this point in time. So there is a lot of traffic noise to take out. Well, let me know what you think or what your experience has been. Leave that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope it helps you in your decision making. And I, for one, am super excited about all the new things that are coming. When I was younger, the idea of being able to do something like this just seemed impossible, and now the impossible becomes something that we not only rely on, but we get a little annoyed if it doesn't work out exactly the way that we want it to. Well, thanks so much for your time. If you like this, please subscribe and hit the like button as well. Although you don't have to hit the notification bell. I mean, we're just we're friends here. I mean, I'm not. I don't think I'm ready for that kind of commitment. But I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.